What's up, everybody? This is Big Country with Mad in America with my co-host, Big Chris Demos.
What's up?
So today, as we promised, we're doing this in two sections, guys. Why? Because, well, the first section was, to me, was very important. We had a guest on the show by the name of KIRILL talking about a situation in a sport that I happen to love in arm wrestling. And so I wanted to make sure I gave them ample time to discuss the issue and for everybody to understand. So now this part is the fun part.
Exactly.
Okay. Unfortunately, again, I have to apologize. Autumn was supposed to be here doing this, but our kids are just not cooperating, and she would rather me do this. What's up, you crazy bastards? You haven't even seen Crazy yet.
He's holding back, America.
Just in case you guys didn't know who I was. That's right. Been making America strong for 5 years. Anyway, so I'm going to try to fill her shoes on this movie because I really didn't pay attention to it. And she did.
One in every 21.
Fact checker here is already correcting her notes. So we're going to start off. So last week we said that the movie that we were going to be discussing today was Boys in the Hood by John Singletary. Singleton. Sorry, John Singletary is the Chicago Bear. Anyways, the first thing I did notice about this movie was the upstarts. This movie launched the careers of a lot of prominent, great black, African-American, whatever you want to call, I hate labels, but folks into the industry of Hollywood. And again, because
name a few of them.
Again, because this is Black History Month, we chose this movie, which again wasn't a true story, but
it was a major black.
A lot truer than the hurricane, I tell you that.
It was a major motion picture. It was a major motion picture. Huge.
The camera can't capture. You're kind of crazy, huh? Right?
Okay.
So he asked me some of the careers. Ice Cube.
John Singleton himself.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Lawrence Fishburne. Morris Chestnut.
Who?
Morris Chestnut.
Ricky.
Yeah. Angela Bassett.
Nia Long. Now, again, if you look at some of the people that we've named, these people have done a lot of other movies together. You know, Fishburne and Bassett did that Tina Turner movie.
What's love got to do with it?
Nia Long and Ice Cube in the Friday movies. What's up, fella? Okay, what's up?
What's up?
So,
okay.
Basically, again, I'm going off the notes that Autumn took from the movie, and Chris is going to kind of go on the factual fact check side that he spent the rest of last night and today doing. So one of the things that Autumn put down here, and as I read some of this, man, it's sad. It really is freaking sad.
And it's a real statistic.
It's a real statistic. It's not made up. And this fucking country as a society, here's my mad in the moment. Okay, in America moment. People in this fucking society have to start looking, okay, and start looking at people as human beings and not judge and not classify them by color, sex, or religion. It's okay not to agree with things. It's okay not to like something, but you don't have to be disrespectful and you don't have to be rude about it. We're all human beings. We're all in this fucking game together. No, not one person is better than the other. Trust me when I tell you, I've lived the life that a lot of the people we're going to be talking about have lived. It wasn't a good life. It's not a proud life by any means. So when I speak on gang life and I speak on street life, I do have a certain amount of experience with it. Thank you. So with that being said, I'm going to start off with the first fact that Autumn put down, but Chris has already corrected it, so I'm going to give the corrected fact. 1 in every 21 black males under the age of 18 will die. Let me say that again. This is an actual fact.
That was only half of it.
1 in every 21 black males under the age of 18 will die.
Most at the hands of another black man, it said on the screen at the exact same time.
Okay. So as Chris stated, Autumn actually had put 20, but it was actually 21. Another thing that she wrote down that, again, these are just things in the movie that stuck out to her that she wanted to write about. Styles got into a fight in class, hit a kid with a pointer, more fights.
Who's Styles?
I don't know.
Okay, well, the movie was about like a coming of age story. Basically, it was about four friends: Trey, Doughboy, Ricky, and Chris. And it showed them as kids and showed them kind of the things they went through as kids and how they started taking their journey as kids. One of them was more intellectual. One of them was a sports hero at football. The other one was a gangster, etc. So they kind of took their journey as kids, and then it showed all of a sudden they were grown up, and the guy was getting out of prison, and the other guy was coming home from college, etc. So I don't know who Styles was, but basically there was a lot of fighting, and they saw a lot of fighting, and I mean they were in a very rough neighborhood. They grew up in South Central. It was a very autobiographical film, supposedly, for John Singleton. Everything that you see in that film, pretty much, he saw in his neighborhood, or he saw right down the street or across the street from his home, except for the dead body. He claims he made that part up, and he actually made it. If anybody doesn't know, as an homage to his favorite film, which was Stand By Me. The beginning of the movie, the end of the movie, and Do You Want to See a Dead Body? It all came directly from Stand By Me and was an ode to Stand By Me as well. 100 out of every 100 people will die.
True.
That's absolutely true, Ray Mosley, but we're just talking about how early. That's way too early to die. Because if we all died that early, none of us would be here, as far as I know.
And before we get too much into this, even though it is going to bring up a lot of race discussion, this is a movie review and pointing out some facts that the movie brought up, which whether we like it or not, and whether we want to address it, racism. Some people like to say reverse racism. It exists. It's not a myth. It exists. It happens, and there's a lot of different ways that it can be seen. And John Singleton, decided to show this in his way, and you're going to see some of the consequences of someone's actions affecting someone else. For example, in the movie, the character that Ice Cube plays,
Doughboy
was always kind of a protector of his brother. Protected his brother, got into a situation where he went to jail, came home 18. He was a thug. He was a gangster, like that lifestyle. So as a result, his brother was an athlete, college athlete, was preparing to go to USC, had to score 700 or better on his SATs. Well, right before, what's up, Carrie Rapp? Right before Ice Cube's character's brother found out what his SAT scores were, rival gang members of his brothers shot him dead in the street. It was a direct retaliation of what Ice Cube's character did to them. So as a result of one person's actions, the consequence was served to another. So that's why I like this movie, because much like American History X, which at one point we'll be watching, another little brother of an older brother gets murdered, and it's because of the teachings of the older brother that got the younger brother in trouble. So that's kind of what I liked about this movie. So some more facts.
So personally, I looked up all kinds of knowledge and all kinds of hot facts and things that you probably didn't know about the movie. So Lawrence Fishburne, who played the father, it was his first starring role. He was actually just 6 years older than the person who played his son, Cuba Gooding Jr. NWA was actually supposed to play Ice Cube's crew. So it was supposed to play Doughboy's crew, the entire NWA, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, all of them. But Ice Cube had just broken away from Eazy-E and was beefing with Eazy-E, so that never happened. Will Smith was the original choice to play the Cuba Gooding Jr.'s part, Trey. But Trey. But the fact is, he decided instead to opt out and play the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which I think for him and his rapping and everything was just a perfect fit. But a couple other things. There was a young guy named Chris. He was the fourth kid growing up. His name was Chris. And he was in a wheelchair. When they all grew up, they already showed him in a wheelchair. And he supposedly took a stray bullet, which put him in that wheelchair. And in a bizarre twist of fate, the real actor who played Chris actually took a stray bullet in real life years later and was confined to a wheelchair now for the rest of his life because of it.
One of the things that Autumn has down here, and you had mentioned earlier, there's a lot of similarities to the movie, homages to the movie Stand By Me. However, I believe you mentioned, but she mentions it here as well, that the kids went and looked at a dead body like they did in the movie Stand By Me. But in this movie, was that true? Because it is kind of a autobiography type thing of John's life. So is that something that actually happened in his life? Did they actually?
That's the only thing that he claims in the movie, that he didn't witness himself or know somebody specifically that went through it.
Oh, okay, cool.
He patted himself as the kid Trey. So the good kid, the kid that went to college, the kid that got out of there and didn't end up getting in trouble. He was John Singleton, supposedly.
So I think I figured out who Styles is.
Okay.
Says here, Styles almost got caught by the girl's mom he was fucking and had to escape out the window.
That was Trey.
That was Trey. Okay, so whenever I say Styles, it's Trey. Now, in Autumn's defense, as you can always know, we pay homage to 420, and we were paying homage quite a lot during the movie last night.
Was it anywhere near 420? But we still were paying.
But we're still paying homage to it.
Exactly.
So Styles is now Trey. Good. I understand that. Darren with football. Oh,
next fact.
Darren met with football scout for college scholarship. Out with every day and gunshots break out. Trey is pulled over and threatened with a gun by the cop. Ricky and Doughboy get into a fight in the front yard. Then Ricky is shot because his brother was in a gang. We've covered that. So, all right. So I guess we're going to discuss the movie because we kind of.
So essentially, basically, it was a slice of life, right? It was a slice of life.
Well, the other thing I like about it is, which again, a lot of people don't like to talk about it. They don't like to see it because they don't want to face reality. Sick balls. Sick balls. I don't know. But we'll like it because it says balls.
Gotta like it.
Anyways, what I liked about the movie mainly is it addresses things in this country that a lot of people like to turn their nose up to and look away and not accept exist, which is racism, which is ugly and in any form. We all have our own beliefs. We all have our own morality that we deal with. And we shouldn't judge someone else for theirs. That's kind of like what I like about this show. This is for anybody. Oh, that's off Stand By Me movie.
Exactly.
I didn't really see that movie either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were talking about earlier, huh?
Sick Balls Chopper. That's kind of what this platform is about, because him and I don't see eye to eye, so we're hoping that everybody will come here and discuss things. So we're gonna. Do you have anything else you want to say about the movie in general?
Yeah, basically,
right, awesome.
I mean, it was a very famous, very important movie, and I would like to share a couple more facts. Singleton became the youngest person ever to direct a major motion picture, and the youngest ever to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Director and Best Screenplay, and the first African American to be nominated for those as well. He received a 20-minute standing ovation at the Cannes International Film Festival from everyone. Roger Ebert, world-famous film critic, was in tears after he saw the movie. He loved it so much, and it moved him so much. Let me just see the comments there. What's up, buddy?
What's up, everybody?
Okay. And it was picked as one of the culturally significant films has been added to the National Film Registry. Talk about iconic. They only pick 25 films a year, and they've only been doing this for a certain amount of time. And that year, that was one of the 25 films they felt were so important it had to be put into the National Registry. So technically, it did really well. It outperformed Terminator 2, Terminator 2 cost $106 million to make and barely made over $200 million, as opposed to the $6 million Boys in the Hood cost and made well over $60 million, and much less than half of the theaters. Made way more per screen than T2 did.
Wow.
So Terminator 2 was huge at the time too, I remember. So anyway, it was a good movie. So what do we give it? Let's get this over with, and do we give it a thumbs up or do we give it a middle finger?
Carrie, I recommend that you definitely go see it. It was a good movie. It definitely, again, captured your attention, kept your attention.
See it at least once.
And I even tried not to pay attention to the movie, but I couldn't, because, again, there was parts of the movie that you just had to relate to. So with that, I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Definite thumbs up.
No, we're not Siskel and Ebert. We don't give a thumbs up and a thumbs down. We either give a thumbs up or a big fuck you.
Yeah.
So, like,
it's not the hurricane.
Yeah, it's not the hurricane. That was a big fuck you. This is a thumbs up, like the movie.
Right.
And other things in today's news.
Oh, there's plenty. So,
I'm waiting to take a hit.
Yeah. Okay. So what's
two condoms pass a gay bar. One condom says the other one says, "Hey, let's go in and get shit faced."
Oh my God! What have you been looking at my notes? No, I didn't write that one down.
Hey,
I didn't hear that one earlier. What's the difference between a prostitute and a mosquito? When you slap a mosquito, it stops sucking. What's
a blonde and an airplane have in common?
I don't know.
They both have a cockpit.
What's the difference between your job and a dead prostitute? Your job still sucks. A woman just asked me if I like breasts and thighs. I told her I like shaved vaginas and anal. Apparently, that's not an appropriate answer at KFC.
Oh, yeah? What's the doorknob and my ex-wife have in common? Everyone got a turn.
Have you ever tried camping sex? Well, it's fucking intense. Come on. Dun, dun. Hey, masturbating is wrong in some people's eyes. It also burns. Come on now. We got a few more. Okay, for you Trump supporters out there, and you know who you are, did you hear about the Mexican racist? He joined the KKK? The difference between an illegal immigrant and the ET. Come on, Ray, tell us the difference between an illegal immigrant and ET.
ET was welcomed?
No, ET eventually went home. Sorry. Okay. So why does Dr. Pepper come in a can? His wife left him. What?
I don't get it.
Okay.
Everybody else does, so it doesn't matter if I necessarily get it.
All right, I appreciate it.
A wind tunnel. What do you call three blondes standing in a row? A wind tunnel.
What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball? She gagged. Sorry.
What do you call 20 blind lesbians at a fish market?
I don't know.
Mass confusion.
What the hell? What do the mafia and the vagina have in common?
What?
One slip of the tongue and you're in deep shit. What do electric trains and women's breasts have in common?
Oh, Jesus Christ. What?
They're originally intended for children, but it's men who play with them the most.
Oh, my God.
What?
All right.
The nurse at the sperm bank asked me if I'd like to masturbate in the cup. I said, I'm pretty good, but I'm not ready for a competition, you know?
Have you all seen Boondock Saints?
Yes, I love it.
Carrie, I personally have it, but apparently you'd love the jokes. I'm a big fan of Andrew Dice Clay and everything offensive. Like, how do you sink a Polish naval fleet? Put it in water.
What's the difference between a rich girl and a poor girl? A poor girl has a canopy under her bed. How is life like a penis? Your girlfriend makes it hard. What's the difference?
Oh, fuck.
What's the difference between your dick and a bonus check? Someone is always willing to blow your bonus check.
Oh, my God.
How is a woman like a condom? Both spend more time in your wallet than on your cock. Okay, go ahead. Now, what was that? What?
If a queer jumped off your back, would you beat him off? It depends on how much money he was giving me.
How is your girlfriend like a laxative? They both irritate the shit out of you. What do you call a woman who's paralyzed from the waist down, folks?
Oh, Jesus.
Married. Oh, sorry.
What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs in a hole? Phil.
When's he coming down here? No.
What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs on your wall?
Oh, man. Art. Why are a moon and a road alike? They both have manholes.
All right, so on to today's news. Anything exciting going on today? Not really, other than the typical political bullshit. AOC is a fucking idiot. She voted against Amazon, which cost New Yorkers 25,000 jobs, $4 billion in wages, $12 billion in revenues for New York, and she claims to be for the fucking people. So, of course, this company, the Job Network, put up this big fucking billboard calling her out. And, you know, there's a picture of her fucking crying. You know, in my opinion, is, you know, if you want to be a fucking moron and you're in political office and you have no fucking clue what you're talking about, you don't have a right to cry, you dumb fuck. All you can do is sit there and take it. You know, that's what you came into office for. Now, again, I'm going to say, and he can verify or deny, I do not support Trump as a whole. I do not vote for the man. I do like a lot of the things that he has done, and I do like a lot of what he is saying. What do you call a hooker with a runny nose? Full. So, you know, AOC is an idiot, and pretty much I've never seen anything really quite this crazy in politics in my time. Obama got quite a bit of shit. Bill Clinton was in the news a lot, but I'm sorry, I like Bill. Any guy who gets a blowjob in the Oval Office and, you know, fucking still gets impeached and still leaves the office with a fucking with money in the bank. It's good to me. Let's see, she's not for me, and I definitely don't like her because she's a woman. I'm constantly surprised at her lack of knowledge and just her stupidity in general. This has not a damn thing to do with being a man or a woman. You know, her whole deal, $70 trillion fucking deal, was just insane.
She misses Bill Clinton.
I'll be honest with you, I miss Bill Clinton too. FYI, working on a dual-sanctioned event here in Florida using Country Crush handles in the event sanctioned by U.S. Strongman Association and Arm Strength. It's in the works. That's fucking awesome, David. Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, guys, we don't have Autumn with us today. I gave her the opportunity to take over the show, but she's upstairs being mom. So I'm here trying to fill her shoes in for today. So that's the big thing right now is this AOC and this whole thing with the billboards and the advertisement signs the company's taken out against her. And she's all upset. What I find funny is I like Bill. I like Trump's work ethic and actually doing something.
You're laughing at
Absolutely. And I do find it funny that you said it right before I was getting ready to say what I was going to say. But anyways, you know, Trump is doing what he needs to do. And that's what gets a lot of people bothered. The Democrats, you know, the confirmation with Kavanaugh, you know, with the women lying about him, you know, crying rape. And the fact that people just can't seem to fucking see it for what it is. I don't give a shit if you're Democrat, Republican, whatever your poison is. And I do say poison because I've lost family, I've lost friends over politics. You don't have to see the same way as each other. We don't agree on everything. You haven't really seen it yet because we haven't really got into it yet, you know. But we agree on this. Okay, guys, good jokes and all. Got to get ready for our big tournament in Cincinnati. That's right, guys. Check it out. Thank you for the reminder, Randall Bladen. This weekend, Cincinnati, Ohio, Randall Bladen Stump Crew, sponsored by none other than Country Crush Weight Handles, Inc. Okay, guys, I know it's the same weekend as the Arnold Classic, but if you know what the Arnold Classic is broken down to, Friday nights is the actual main tournament. Saturday is the finals. Okay, not everybody's going to make it to the finals, and not everybody qualified to compete, and everybody who did qualify is not necessarily competing. But there is a great event just 2 hours away from Columbus, Ohio. So if you find yourself knocked out of the tournament early and feel robbed or misrefereed, well, just 2 hours away, you can go down to Randall Bladen's tournament down in Cincinnati, Ohio, and rip somebody's fucking arm off down there. Why travel all the way to Ohio and go home empty-handed? Go down there, win a trophy, win a medal, some money, some really cool prizes. I'm not just being funny. I'm being serious, guys. He's put a lot of effort into this event, and I wish I could go, but I'm obligated to the Arnold Classic. I won't be able to go, but I will be there in spirit. So I also know there's a lot of people planning on coming to see me. I've heard people driving. They're going to be driving. And guess what? On your way, you have to drive right through fucking Cincinnati. So on your way there,
come on down.
Stop, pull a little bit, win a trophy, bring in your money.
So hyped for the Arnold.
Abominable Grip. Yes, we are very, very hyped for the Arnold Classic. As you all know, Abominable Grip is the official sponsor of the Country Crush Deadlift Challenge Finals. It is the only chalk used in the pit and by the beautiful disaster, Autumn Cody herself. In fact, Autumn Cody will be setting world records with the help of Abominable Grip Chalk. If you guys do not know about it, ask somebody. If you guys know about it, go to countrycrush.net and order some. If you're not sure and you want to try it out, come by booth 1060 at the Arnold Classic, and I've got a sample for you to have. So make sure you all come by. Make sure you guys follow Ty Abominable Grip here on Facebook and Instagram, because we are going live simultaneously because we're talented like that. Actually, it's because we're fucking high and fucking ADHD or some other weird alphabet name. Rodriguez will be at the Arnold's. I'll send him to your booth to give your awesome. Thank you, David. We used Abominable Grip at practice last Saturday. Everyone liked it. The chalk is the best out there. Awesome. So there you go. Ty, there's some of your customers right there on my live feed telling you how great your product is. If you guys don't know, find out.
If you don't know, now you know.
No, if you don't know, don't show. So anyways, back to the politics thing. That's all I really want to talk about. Do you have anything you want to say about AOC? Or do you even give a flying?
No.
There you go.
Nothing about that.
All right.
What a great sign that was. Not.
Awesome.
Okay, so what's the difference between a girl and a washing machine?
I have no idea. What's the difference between a girl and a washing machine?
When a guy dumps a load in the washing machine, it doesn't follow him around.
Da-da!
Hey,
So we know who the fucking chauvinistic pig is of the two of us.
Yeah, we talked about you last time. He told me these jokes
I'm the
earlier.
chauvinist. Yeah, I told him these fucking jokes. Listen here, people.
Hey, life is a waste of time, and time is a waste of
Everybody
time.
says that marijuana is the gateway drug. It leads to harder, stronger drugs.
Come
Let me
on
tell you
through.
what. My first drug I ever did, the very first drug I ever did was fucking coke. Then I did acid, then some angel dust. I didn't start smoking marijuana.
He's been on the fast track since day one, folks.
I didn't start smoking marijuana until I met this fucking guy.
Oh, yeah.
Every time him and I would ever break up and have separation, like when he moved to Hawaii, I never smoked weed.
What are you talking about?
I never smoked weed. Then he moves back a few years ago, and I've been a fucking hardcore pothead ever since.
Yeah, it's all my fault, apparently. How do we get that?
At least he finally admits it.
No, it's not.
Yeah. It's all the way down. There you go.
Okay.
Tim Lewis as well. What's up, Tim Lewis?
If you have this on camera, you'll know he's full of it. Okay. Oh, come on. Give it up.
So do you have any topics you want to talk about, or are you just going to tell jokes?
No, I was just waiting for you.
Go ahead.
What did the leper say to the prostitute?
I guess all he's going to do is say jokes.
Keep the tip.
You too. You too, Carrie. See you Thursday night. Speaking of which, guys, Carrie Rapp. All right, guys. 6'1", 189 pounds of just sexy beast fitness. Awesome.
Beast
you guys
fitness,
need to come
awesome.
by booth 1060, purchase her calendar, get an 8x10 autograph, say hi to everybody, talk to see you then. Yes, you will. So make sure you come by and say hi to Carrie Rapp at booth 1060 as well. Okay. So again, do we actually have a topic, or are we going to spend the next 30 minutes listening to the joke hour?
We don't have enough jokes for that. No.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So, all right. So why don't you go on the same topic as today? Today's sport of the day was race relations.
Okay. So sport of the day.
Actually, topic of the day. I was just joking. We
Topic
didn't
of the
actually
day.
pick a sport of the day today. But it must have been arm wrestling. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was
hour.
arm wrestling for over an hour because we had KIRILL.
My bad.
So the topic of the day is race relations. Race relations. Why don't you take that and I'll lead off. I'll feed off of you.
Race relations these days. Well, as Ray put it in his own special way, you know, there's too many people worried about what color everybody is and what this person is or that person is or how they're doing this and they're doing that, etc. You shouldn't be judging people on color or the fact that they're part of a certain group or anything else. I mean, that's just the way I've always looked at it. But apparently.
You know, I agree. I didn't always agree.
Right, I know.
As you know, I have a very colorful past, and I had a much different outlook on...
Like Marvel comic books is colorful?
Yeah. I'm not talking about my tattoos being colorful.
I hear you.
You know, and then a lot changed over the years. I mean, obviously, you know, I have a half-black child. I have half-black nephew. I now have a half-black grandson. I don't even want to say half-black because that's not even the right terminology. My grandson's black, my daughter's black, and my nephew's black. Because in reality, what I've learned is people are not going to see a half anything. They're just going to see a black kid, period. And they're going to be treated by the disgusting people the same way. Separation of class, color, and religion, etc., is how the government keeps us from working together. I agree.
I hear you, bud.
I agree 100%. Ike Ford. I'm from the South, and I have friends of all races. Race relations seems good to me. It's good to me too, man.
Well, we say by race relations, in other words, how they're getting along or how they're separated or whatever. Not in other words to put them together.
As a whole, I mean, if you look back long before some of us was born, okay, you look back at Medgar Evers, you look back at Martin Luther King, you look back at Malcolm X, you look back at Rosa Parks, you look back at the civil rights movement in general. Okay, the civil rights movement was to bring people together. Okay. LOL. 2%. I found I'm 2% African. Awesome.
Did you do one of those DNA things?
You're more African than Warren is Indian. You're
more African than Obama was. No, I'm just kidding.
So
no,
pretty much.
I doubt it.
I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Something about race relations.
Something about race relations.
I'm
yes,
sure.
In the beginning of civil rights, it was to bring all races together and unify and equal rights, not just for African Americans, but for women and for many, many other reasons. Now it seems like where people want to go back to what it was in the 60s, 50s, and beyond. Segregation where whites are whites and blacks are blacks and Mexicans are Mexicans and blah, blah, blah. You know, and it just seems idiotic to me that in a nation that was built on immigration.
Right.
It was built on variety.
Right.
You know, all of us, I don't care if you were born here tomorrow, yesterday, or 50 fucking years ago.
If you're born here tomorrow and you're listening to this, it's amazing.
Right?
Thanks.
Unless you know something I don't know. We're all immigrants. We all got here from somebody coming here from another land. Yes, this nation was taken by the Europeans by force. And yes, it's our land now. I'm so fucking sick of hearing different shit. You know, you hear about slavery, which is a whole nother fucking topic that I can get into. But as David Thornton said, the government has to keep us divided. The reason why is because if you keep us divided, we're easier controlled. If we actually united and fought against the government as our forefathers did, we may see a change, and the people of this government might actually start working for us and against us. So I personally think race relations as a whole sucks.
You're exactly right, David Thornton.
Absolutely right. You know, when I was in Vegas, I saw a exhibit where it was very interesting. It had 3 bodies, and these 3 bodies were skinned. So all you saw was the innards of the body, right?
Oh, yeah.
And had a very simple question. And if you could answer the question correctly, you only get 1 try at it. The rest of my ancestry is Scandinavian, Welsh, and Irish, and Scottish. Right. So anyways, if you could guess which race belonged to which body, you won some kind of prize. I wasn't sure. But as of yet, no one's done it. But the bottom line, the three cultures, races that are in there are black, Japanese, and white. Each body is similar in age, similar in build, similar in structure. And the bottom line is you couldn't tell who was who.
Yeah, I hear you.
So what the fuck are we fighting over?
We always used to say it's all pink inside.
You know, I always said this, you know. When you're kneeling at the king's table begging like a dog, you can never sit at the king's table because you don't believe or know your worth.
When are we kneeling begging like a dog?
Right now. Welfare, Social Security, we become a dependent state. Okay. When it is more profitable to stay home, collect welfare, AFDC, free medical, free housing, free that, than actually going out to work, okay, there's a fucking problem. When a person on government assistance can make more money per month than a person working 40 hours a week at Walmart, there's a fucking problem.
Now you know why I called it Mad in America. I named it Mad in America. We were calling it Made in America. There's too many things called Made in America. I'm like, drop the E because you're mad in America. See, so now we're letting it all hang out. Okay? He's doing that free form conversation for today. I'm pissed about everything, goddammit. Except,
no, I'm not
except
pissed.
Trump. I love him.
No, I'm not pissed about everything.
Whack.
I'll tell you what. I'm pissed that Trump wasn't able to get this fucking wall bullshit, and I do call bullshit because I think fucking spending $5.6 billion on a fucking wall is stupid. Why do I believe it's fucking stupid? Because you can take that $5.6 billion, build a highly electrified chain link fucking fence with razor concertina wire.
Are we noticing some continuity here, folks? If you've been a fan of the show, you'll notice that this is coming up way too often. Okay, so the first person posted on there will be Ray. Okay, he's like, I'm up there, man.
I did serve in the military. I know how to fire a weapon.
Right. I'm not trying to exclude him. I'm just saying that he would be the first up there, even if they didn't invite him. He'd be climbing his behind up there. That's the crazy part of it. But anyway,
take that $5.6 billion, hire some of the 600,000 homeless, jobless vets this fucking country has.
Highly electrified.
And the reason why I say some of them
is
because not all of them are going to be able to mentally pass the background and check and all that.
Really?
Yeah, and you don't want anybody up there with a grudge or
Phil,
an extra grind.
Phil, you can't come in.
So you know, you say Trump. I don't like the wall. I don't like the fact that he shut the fucking government down.
Thanks, buddy.
Because I know people who were directly affected by that shutdown. And I noticed that the fucking politicians on both sides, their fucking checks didn't stop.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, the IRS isn't giving you a chance to fucking not pay the money you owe them because the government shut down. Fuck no. So yeah, I'm a little irritated about that. So I'm not too happy with fucking Trump over that.
Right.
Then you have this national emergency that he declares, which I'm not necessarily. European nationals are more unified, better educational systems, better health care,
Better healthcare, big time, bud.
overall. Denmark is known as the happiest place on earth.
It is.
I thought Austria was the happiest place on earth because everybody was high. Oh, Amsterdam. I mean, sorry.
Denmark.
There you go. Everybody's fucking high. I'll tell you now, the happiest place on earth is my
right
office
here.
right now.
No.
Anyways,
seriously, folks.
Anyways, whether you like Trump or hate Trump, you have to support him for now. He's our fucking president. Hopefully there's a better candidate for 2020. I don't personally see one. If the Democrats plan on winning, they better shut people up like fucking Kamala Hala fucking Kumbaya fucking Harris, whatever her fucking dumbass real name is, or fucking AOC. I'm just using AOC because I can't pronounce her real fucking name and really don't care. You got to get old Mr. fucking Booker to shut up his goddamn mouth. And there's a few Republicans that need to shut the fuck up as well.
Hello.
Hey, I mean, it's the fucking truth. Lindsey Graham, that fucking cockswinger, fucking before Trump was president, he's talking shit, running his fucking mouth. And then Trump becomes president, doubtful about a better candidate. So far, LOL, it's a circus. I agree, Ty. You got Ty fucking running his fucking mouth before Trump became president. Now Trump's the president, and I understand support, but that's beyond support. He's literally swinging from his fucking cock, playing jingle bells on his balls. So, the bottom line is the government needs to pull their heads out of their ass. Trump needs to do every fucking thing he said he would do. I'll tell you why I'll vote for Trump. I'll tell you why I'll vote for Trump. Because if he doesn't get it done in this 4 years, I want to give him another 4 fucking years to abolish the IRS. Okay, those money grabbing, overtaxing, over interest penalizing, paying motherfuckers. We need to get rid of those cocksuckers. So that would be one good reason why I would fucking vote for Trumpy boys, to get rid of the fucking IRS. Okay, I'm done. Any questions, remarks, any fuck yous, hellos? We'll read them. We might answer them.
Okay, what's the difference between a bag of Coke and a baby?
Oh, jeez.
Eric Clapton would never let a bag of Coke fall out the window.
Whoa! Now, I did say, people, that there would be lines crossed.
Eric, I'm sorry,
this
buddy.
man is not afraid to cross them, apparently.
What's the best part?
Abolish IRS. Politicians should have to wear jackets like NASCAR drivers with all their sponsors.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a good one. I like that. That should be a fucking shirt. Ty, if you're listening on Instagram, here's a shirt for you. Politicians are so much like NASCAR drivers, they should have fucking sponsors sewn on their suits. There you go. Something like that.
What's the difference between a hooker and a drug dealer? A hooker can wash her crack and sell it again. Come on. A hooker can wash her crack and sell it. Okay.
All right. So I was a crack dealer.
That's very offensive.
And I washed my crack quite a few times and resold it.
Why was the guitar teacher arrested?
Why?
For fingering a minor.
Ike Ford, how do I feel about the Federal Reserve?
How do you feel?
The Federal Reserve is a fucking joke.
Okay? Oh, man, here we go. Do we have another hour?
One of the reasons why Kennedy was assassinated, in my belief, is because he was bringing back the silver note. He was bringing back the silver standard, which was going to devaluize central banking. When you have 5 families that control the majority of the world's wealth, one family controlling 1/3 of the world's wealth, then it's corrupt.
Wow.
This country would be far better off if we went back to the silver note. How did the nun get pregnant? How, David?
Dressed like an altar boy.
Ooh, shit.
She dressed like an altar boy.
She dressed as an altar boy. Fucking Jesus Christ. So I feel that we need to abolish the Federal Reserve. It's too corrupt. There's no way of auditing the books to really know what we have and where it's being spent. So I just feel that the Federal Reserve is nothing more than a laundering scheme for fucking peoples like the Rothschilds, the Waltons, the Rockefellers, and so on and so forth. Next question.
Next question. Because personally, I'm emotionally constipated. I haven't given a shit in days.
How come altar boys' parts in their hair are perfectly centered down the middle? It'll be okay, my son.
You're tripping.
Hey, come on. If there's one fucking religion that we should be allowed to continuously talk shit about, and that is fucking the Catholic pedophile church of fucking Catholicism, okay? They go against every fucking thing the Bible says. Okay. All right. There's nothing.
You're stealing all the topics for next week.
Oh, shit. Jesus. Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyway, what about the guy who lost his left leg and his left arm?
What about him?
I mean, he's all right now.
Oh, fuck. What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs in the ocean? Bob!
So did we already talk about art?
Art?
Yeah, what's a guy with no arms and no legs hanging on the wall?
Yeah, we talked about art before.
What do you
call a guy with no arms and no legs in front of your door?
Matt! What do you call a woman with one leg?
I don't know.
Eileen. Hey, Confucius say. Now, we all know who Confucius is, right? World famous philosopher.
All right, hold on.
What?
We're going to change the format here before we have to sign off of Instagram because we got nobody watching. But we got 2 people watching here. So we're gonna have a fucking contest.
Confucius say.
So we're gonna see how smart the 2 fucking people that are watching on Facebook and the 0 people on Instagram are.
Anyway, Confucius.
No, fuck the jokes.
It's not a joke, it's reality.
This is called.
Confucius say woman who cooks carrots and peas in same pot, very unsanitary. Woman who cooks carrots and peas in same pot. Very unsanitary. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Right. He's going to like this.
I can't wait.
Stump Chris Beetle Trivia.
Yeah, right.
If you can stump Chris on true Beetle Trivia, okay, yeah, put your fucking phone far, far away. No.
I will. I'm putting it away.
Okay. If you can stump Chris, the first person to stump Chris with a Beatles trivia question will win a shirt of their choice. And if you win, it can be a T-shirt, it can be a jersey, it can be a hoodie. But you have to be able to stump him, and your question will be verified, as will the answer if you say he's wrong. So, stump Chris Demos with a Beatles question. Go. Can't happen. We only got 2 fucking people, so it shouldn't be that hard.
What Tom Petty video was Ringo Starr in? Oh, man. Are you killing me?
Goddamn, David's going to win right off the bat.
I won't back down? I have no idea. I said I won't back down. So if it's wrong, you got a shirt already.
Goddamn, David won. Oh, wait a minute, David. I already sent you all the fucking shirts. Who was the original Beatle drummer?
That would be Pete Best.
Okay.
But which Tom Petty video was it? Ow. Okay. So it was
next question.
Okay, yeah. Apparently got a lucky right? Maybe? David Thornton? Anyway, Pete Best, right? Okay.
We got 3 people watching.
Yeah, I won't back down. I got lucky. All right, thanks.
Yeah,
man.
Thank you, bro.
All right, that was a good guess because I had no idea.
Neither did I, because they're both fucking gay. Anyways, next question. We got a third viewer, Jason. You can stump my buddy on a Beatles question. You can win a shirt.
Hey, say as many as you want, dude. Okay, cool. Thanks, bud. Just coming in late, the reaction. Sorry.
There you go. Boom. Okay, we're not expecting too much from Instagram over here because Instagram are a bunch of fucking snobby motherfuckers.
Right, but any kind of Beatles question, supposedly.
Any Beatles questions? Come on.
Okay.
Who did Rocky Raccoon kill?
Rocky Raccoon.
That's a Beatles,
Dan?
That's a Beatles question.
Yeah, he killed Dan.
Okay.
He called himself Dan.
Okay.
We're in the next room at the showdown or at the hoedown. Yeah, exactly.
I
Dan.
think you got the answer correct. Holy fuck! Who the fuck's Rocky Raccoon?
It's a song.
Oh,
Well, somewhere in the back man, the hills of Dakota, there lived a young boy named Rocky Raccoon.
so we got 9 minutes before we're done on Instagram. Should we go the full 9 minutes for our non-viewers?
No, you might as well cut Instagram off. Say, see ya.
All right, y'all. Thank you for those who did watch. Thank you for those who did participate here on Instagram. We will be back on
Who
Wednesday.
shot John Lennon? Mark David Chapman.
We'll be back on Wednesday.
Mark David Chapman. The movie we're watching for Wednesday is, what is that? Mississippi Burning or Ghost of Mississippi?
Ghost of Mississippi with Alec Baldwin, fucking
what was
James Wood, fucking.
What was that other guy's name? God,
You got it, the white dude that played Coach.
crazy guy. Oh, Coach. Yeah, okay.
So, anyways, guys, Ghost of Mississippi. Watch it Wednesday if you're going to tune in. I doubt it. So, peace. We're going to end Instagram.
So David Thornton, I didn't even know who John Lennon was until the day he was shot, and I was 10, just had turned 10 years old, and ever since that day, I've loved the Beatles. And now we're 48 years old. So hey, wow, 38 years later.
I'm almost done.
That's right. But someone got to have a question. Dude, this should be easy. I thought you guys would stump me right away, which would make him kind of not too happy. But apparently, I'm getting lucky, especially with the first one. I thought for sure I'd get the first one wrong.
Oh, we got two people. We're back to two.
Oh, well, the other guy's like, man, I can't.
So it's between Ike Ford and David Thornton to try to win a shirt that they probably already own. Actually, I don't think Ike actually has a jersey yet. I know David doesn't have a jersey or a hoodie, and Ike doesn't have a hoodie.
All right, so life is like toilet paper. You're either on a roll or you're taking crap from some asshole. Hey, can't you tell them a Confucius joke while they wait? Oh, someone just said something. Okay, what band was Tom Petty in with a Beatle? The Traveling Wilburys?
I knew that one.
That was the one.
That was Harrison.
Yeah.
George Harrison was in there with him.
That's right. What was Paul McCartney's first name? That would have been a good one, even though I know it. But what was Paul McCartney's first name there, Ray?
You talking about birth name or band name?
Actual first name.
I have no fucking clue.
His name is James Paul McCartney.
Wow. All righty. Yeah.
Okay. What Beatles song did Guns N' Roses cover? Now, they didn't cover a Beatles song. They covered a Wings, Paul McCartney and Wings song, Live and Let Die.
What about Knocking on Heaven's Door? Oh, that's Bob Dylan, huh?
What's Rufus? Oh, yeah, he was Rufus Wilbury. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was like, don't tell me he was in that band, too. No, I'm just kidding. What was that? Oh, someone else
What
just
about
joined.
Knocking on Heaven's Door?
Tell homie what's going on here.
What's up, Joseph? What we got going on right now is ask my buddy a question about the Beatles, and if you can stump him,
There's four
you will
people
win a shirt.
Anybody out of the four, ask any kind of Beatles question, and I'm surprised they haven't already killed me yet, but yeah, not yet. What
Okay.
Beatles song was written for Mia Farrow? Dear Prudence. Dear Prudence.
So now I know why Jason came on and went off. He had to go Google something.
Won't you come out to play? That's right, Dear Prudence.
Okay.
Meet the brand.
I got a
day.
question.
Okay.
What Beatle,
Okay.
in fact, Who is the only person who happens to be a Beatle to receive a iridium record? And what is the iridium record?
It's a rhodium
disc,
and rhodium is the rarest element on the element chart. And that would be Paul McCartney. He was given it by the Guinness Book of World Records in the early 80s. For having sung on more number one hits than anybody in the history of recorded music. So he's recorded under more names than anybody else. He's had number one hits under the Beatles, number one hits under Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder, number one hits under Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, number one hits under Paul McCartney and Wings, number one hits under Wings, number one hits under Paul McCartney, number one hits under Paul and Linda McCartney. Yeah, so
a lot of fucking hits.
Yeah, but anyway,
wow,
kind of like me. We're taking the hits. Okay.
What year was Paul knighted?
Oh, you just freaking got me, dude.
Oh, I even fucking know this.
No, he doesn't. Okay, hang on a second. If I miss it and Ray gets it, I'll go get him a shirt. I'm going to go get him a freaking different kind of shirt. Okay? But anyway, no, what year was Paul knighted? God damn, it was a long freaking time ago, dude. Nah, you didn't tell me already. Oh, darn. Okay. Man, I'm going to say 1999. Nope. Okay, what year was it, Ray?
1987.
1987? Mm-hmm. The year before I graduated? No.
Yep.
Fucking way, dude.
Yep.
I would have known that because I was paying attention all the way up to like 1990, 91. And then this fool came in and got me so goddamn drunk every freaking day that I can't remember a thing that happened. But anyway. 1997. Man, I was close, man.
Motherfucker, I had the 7 right.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
And the 19.
All right, you get the shirt, bud. Good job. I had no idea. I was just guessing.
So what shirt do you want that you don't already have so that you either get a football jersey, basketball jersey, or a hoodie? So send me a message, tell me what state, and tell me what name on the back you want, baby boy.
What year was Ringo knighted?
Who gives a fuck?
Anyway. So cheesy. But anyway, yeah, I love the Beatles, man. Definitely.
What year was Paul McCartney knighted?
You just said it. Oh, you don't believe it? Press it. 97.
On this day, 1997.
5 days after my birthday in 1997.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, okay, cool. Thanks, man. Good job. But so, now I know. Next time somebody asks me, I can't say I don't know.
We got 2 minutes, Chris.
Oh, 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Okay, well, I'll tell you.
We got a lot of dead time for our 3.
I'll tell you what makes me mad in America, as one of the guys was telling me the other day, is the snack cakes and the food and everything is getting smaller, okay? Everybody comes to this country, like English people, like Andy Assad and other folks come to this country. They talk about, oh my God, look at him drinking 20 gallons of freaking soda, man. Why I've never seen anybody drink so much soda as he's guzzling down a ton of freaking coffee a day. Yeah, again, at least we don't smoke, tobacco with our freaking weed. I don't know what to say, but things shouldn't be getting smaller. They should be getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said, straight up. So, yeah, that's what makes me mad in America, dude. But, that's because I don't watch news. I don't watch the television. I try not to go on the internet too much except for this crazy stuff. And that's where we're at.
So, with that in closing, guys, like I said, this weekend, Cincinnati, Ohio, Stump Crew Arm Wrestling. Hit up Randall Bladen. Myself and the Beautiful Disaster will be at the Arnold Classic. We will be at booth 1060. We will have Crystal Wildfire Anthony. We will have Carrie Rapp. We will have Joe himself from MSTV conducting interviews. So please share our videos, like our page, Get Mad in America. Tell us what pisses you off or what doesn't piss you off.
And it could be the next topic of the next show.
But on Wednesday, which will be the last show of the week, we will not be doing a Friday show unless we do what we did with KIRILL. And we go live from the booth, and you go live from here.
You can do it if you want.
And we can do that. So we may go live Friday. I'll be at the Arnold's. That might be
Wednesday is the
do.
last one of the of Black History Month anyway, and it's Ghost to Mississippi, which is another good
true story, or based on a true story. Crush. I want a Country Crush Speedo. Motherfucker. Okay, you think what size? And don't lie.
Thanks for your support. Be sure to wear it.
What size? Dude, I'm going to get you a fucking Speedo, bro, and you have to wear it on one of your live or all your live videos. Talk KIRILL into adopting me. I'll try, KIRILL. I'll try to get KIRILL to adopt you, Ike. So anyways, Ike, David, guys, thank you guys for checking in and staying here. Everybody else who's watched and came and gone. The first part of this was a longer than expected, but well-needed topic. So if you don't know what's going on between WAF and PAL, please go get informed.
That's XXL large Speedo. Bring it home.
Double XL large Speedo. I will order your Speedo tomorrow.
Extra small, no problem.
And I will have it shipped to you. So on the front of it, it's going to have the Team Crushing It logo with the bull right on your crotch. And then on the back of it, we'll have your name, sir. So whatever name you want on your ass displaying, let me know. All right, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. Come by Wednesday at 3 o'clock. I'll teabag the camera. Fuck no, dude. I want you in a Country Crush hat, wearing one of the Country Crush shirts and your Country Crush Speedo, doing fucking stones or log presses or some other crazy shit like that.
All right.
And that's what you get when you win a contest here with Country Crush.
Watch the movie on Wednesday. Join the conversation.
Seriously, David, watch the movie Ghost of Mississippi. I know that politics and everything that we're doing may not be the most favorite format, but you know what? We don't give a fuck because we're not doing it for you. We're doing it for us, and we'll tell you that. We want you to like it, but if you don't like it, fuck off. We don't care.
I'll do it while deadlifting.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. Spread the word. Mad in America, big country. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays live simultaneously on Instagram and Facebook. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to countrycrush.net. Thank you to everybody who's ever supported us.
Take care.
Peace.
All right.